Story time!
I'm Aho.
And I'm Mo. Today we're telling you why we started a YouTube channel. How the idea came into our heads, why we actually went through with it, and why we're still posting videos today.
So, it all started in June of... Liam was doing a
2012.
That's
So
what
it
I
been
thought
2
it
years
was,
ago,
yeah.
right? Okay, so anyways.
Liam was doing a twit cam with Andy Samuels. So that kind of introduced us to him, and so...
That was like the first time we had ever seen or heard anything about Andy, and he was so funny. And that was the twit cam with the rapping pizza man, and
oh my god, it was the funniest.
Shout out to you, No Name.
Yeah, No Name. From Andy Samuels, we started watching his like videos, and he posted one with this guy named Maz. And we don't know Maz.
The guy with the white chin.
The guy with the white chin. He was really funny, so we started watching his videos every week. And from his videos, he started doing collabs with Sam Pepper. And we both thought Sam Pepper was like so cute and so funny.
We loved his videos. Were just so like
out there and
crazy. There, yeah, just crazy. And so we started watching his, and then he did a collab with, I think it was
the lift prank. So
it's lift pranks, yeah, whoever's in that. And so we watched that, and then from there I was just like hooked. We both were. We watched every single one of, we had basically already seen most of Maz's videos, and well, we had seen all of Maz's videos already, and most of Sam's, but then once we saw Jack and Finn's, the lift prank with Jack and
we started watching like literally every day. We would watch all of their videos. So we saw all of Sam's videos, all of Jack and Finn's videos, and then from Jack and Finn we kind of got led into the Janoskians. And they were so funny, and
I had heard of the Janoskians before. I hadn't heard of any of these YouTubers before. I didn't even know YouTube was a thing. Like before Maz and like all of that, I really like I got on YouTube when someone was like, "Oh, have you seen that video?" and I wanted to watch it. Like I remember sometimes I would just like get on YouTube and just like type in like funny people like falling or something like just because I wanted to watch videos, but I didn't know what I wanted to watch. And I didn't even know that like YouTube was a thing people actually did until watching Matt's, and it was just like this new thing, and it was so cool, and like you got to do whatever you wanted, and that was just, I think that was what was so
intriguing to us.
Yeah, because you got like through YouTube videos you get to see
the world.
Yes, but like into people's minds, like you get to see how they create things,
like, and their creativity, and everyone kind of pulls different ideas from. It's just one big community, and that's what I think was very intriguing to me, and what was really like pulled me in was that everyone is such a big community, and everyone helps everyone out on YouTube, and I think that's really, really cool.
And like I think one of the things that I really like is, well, not I think, I know that one of the things I really like about YouTube is it's okay to kind of like, I say steal each other's ideas, but I mean like you can be like, oh, I saw someone do the electric shock ball challenge, I want to do it, so you do it, and then you tag them in it and be like, hey look, I did this too. And like it's cool when you come up with something and someone else does it. Like it's just like you can feed off of each other, and that's how like my creativity like has always been. Like I'll see something and I'm like, that is so cool, but I want to do it like this. Like you take it and you make it your own, and I think that's what's so cool, is that it's okay to like take other people's ideas and change them up and do you with it. Like put your own spin on it. I think that's what's so cool.
YouTube is very you. Like, you do it.
Like, literally, clearly, like, that YouTube, like, that's obviously what it is, but that's the part we didn't realize until we started watching all of these people. Through Jack and Finn, they did a vlog, I believe. It was a housewarming party for Casper and Alfie. And Zoe was there.
Zoe was in it.
I fell in love with Zoe. Like,
I liked Zoe, but
I just loved her.
Like, fell in love with her.
I thought she was so cute. I like watched all of her videos. Like, just I love the way she makes videos. She is like, when I like, I don't know, just the way she does things. Like it's just so cute, and it's so like my style of video. If that makes sense.
I was very obsessed with YouTube. I started watching everyone I could. So Tanner, like, I guess kind of wanted to bond with me about it. So he was like, you should watch PewDiePie. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to watch gaming videos, like that's really not my thing. He was like, just watch one of them and you'll be hooked. And so I did, and I was hooked. And I was cracking up, and I watched all of his videos, like every single one of them. So then I showed her PewDiePie.
Yeah, she texted me one day and she was like, so Tanner just made me watch this guy. She like told me about him, and I was just like, I don't want to watch video game videos. Like that just, watching people play video games is boring enough in person. Like, why would I waste my time watching YouTube videos of it? And then Anna came over and was kind of like, okay, you have to watch this. I know that you don't want to, but you're going to think it's hilarious. And I'm like, okay. So she showed me Happy Wheels. And literally,
That's all we have to really
3
say
minutes
about that.
in, I was like, oh my god, he's so funny.
He started making videos, and Marzia was in it. Marzia is Cutie Pie. And Cutie Pie is literally me. Like, we're the same person. So, like, I finally had someone that I connected with on the same level that Morgan connected with Zoella.
You just feel like their creativity, like the way their mind is like processes videos and like, oh, what if I did this? This would be cute. Like their video ideas, like it's like they make the video idea and you're like, that was in my brain, but they put it into person. Like it's hard to explain unless you have that person that you're just like, I love the way they make videos. Like
she is like very, very into Zoella. I'm very, very into Cutie Pie. And from Cutie Pie, I am recently now a member of the Swamp family. So from all those people, we kind of like, I know before I had talked to Morgan, I was like, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. College is not what I wanted it to be.
Yeah, we should probably mention that we started watching those videos in 2012. We found in the summer of 2012 is when we were introduced to Andy and like all of that, and then like we started watching Poods in like October. And then just, I don't know, like, through, like, that was our, no, because that was
senior year.
I remember in, like, December is when I found Zoe, because she was doing all of her Christmas videos and stuff. So, then we found Poods later throughout the year, and then, like, that summer, at some point, we uploaded a video we made Mo and Aho, and we uploaded a video.
But it was still, like, something that we really weren't serious about.
Yeah, we both wanted to do it, but we also, I think that we didn't know how we would share a channel really, because we didn't watch anybody that shared channels at the time. Like Jack's Gap kind of, but for the most part, like Finn really, like, it was still Jack's channel and he would feature his brother, and like it was his brother. I mean, like, I know that we're like sisters basically, but it was still different. And I think, I don't know, we uploaded that video, and it was just kind of like our first thing, like trying to figure out what we were going to do. And then
we kind of strayed away from it for a really long time, but it was still in our heads. And then we started college, and college was not working out for me. It's not what I wanted it to be. It's not what I thought it was going to be. So I decided in October of last year that I was not going to finish my first semester of college. And it was a really, really, really big decision for me. I really didn't know what I was going to do. At the time, I thought I was going to join the military. That didn't work out. So I was really leaning on Morgan a lot during that time because I had no idea what I wanted to do. So YouTube kind of like became my like outlet, I guess. And I started watching Marzia and saw her like life and like what all she went through, and I was like, you know, I'm going to talk to Morgan about this YouTube thing because I really think it's something that could work out for us.
And at the same time, we really didn't, until we discussed, like, sat down and had that discussion that she was just saying. I was feeling the same way, but I just had never, like, my entire life, I knew what I wanted. I knew that, like, I had, like, your entire, like, childhood until you graduate high school, all I ever thought about was graduating high school. Like, I hadn't really thought about anything beyond that. I knew that I was going to college, but I think it's because, like, where we're from, you go to college after school. Like, I know that, like, in some places, obviously, like, going to like college and university and stuff is becoming like a bigger thing. Like, it's kind of more necessary now. But I don't know, like, it was just always something that, oh yeah, I'm gonna do it. But it was always also something that I just kind of I didn't know what I wanted to do. I still don't know what I want to do. Like, so I went to school to become a teacher, and I loved the first probably like month and a half, and then it just got to the point where it was just like I hated every single second of it, and I didn't even realize I hated it, honestly, until about like November, December. I got on Christmas break, so it was December, and I just realized that I was so unhappy in school, and I realized that like I was lying to everybody about how like it's like, yeah, school's going great, I love it. I hated it.
And we seriously had a sit-down conversation about
it. At Taco Bell, so.
I think we were there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, talking about everything, and that's when we decided that we were like...
We basically, that night, like, at Taco Bell, poured our hearts out to each other and just said, like, we both basically told each other, I'm unhappy with school. She had already, like, decided she was done with school, but they kind of... Her situation was a little different because they kind of screwed her over a bit, and so she was already, like, fed up with it. I was still in school when we had this conversation. But like, she told me just that she wanted to do YouTube and all of that, and just that she was unhappy and she didn't know what she wanted. And as she was telling me that, I was realizing that she was describing exactly how I was feeling. And it was weird that like we hadn't had that discussion, but we were feeling the exact same way. But I had also, because we didn't have that discussion, I was like, she was the person that like, she is the person I talked to about like how I'm feeling and all of that, and to not have had that discussion with her about how school was making me feel, because I mean, I didn't realize how like down I was, but I also realized that my free time was spent watching YouTube videos. I literally would like lie to my friends, not her, but like my other friends that I had, and like I just didn't want to leave my house. I didn't want to, like, if I was at school I felt like I was wasting my time.
She would text me in the morning and she would literally be dreading going to school, so she would like
anxiety,
come up with like things like my head hurts, so I'm not going to school today. And I was like, and like I always wanted to say it to her, but I didn't say it to her until we had that talk about conversation, like, do what makes you happy, because obviously you're not happy.
I think that's what it was too. Like, it was just going, like, graduating high school, going through school. Like, growing up, I always like helped around like the house, helped my grandma with her daycare. Like, I've just always, but it's always been stuff I wanted to do. So like up until high school, I was doing what made me happy. But it was also kind of what people wanted me to do. And so like going to college was just what everyone wanted me to do. So I was just like, well, all right, this is the next step. But then I realized, like, I think that was what was so hard, was realizing that what I wanted, what was going to make me happy, and what other people wanted me to do was not the same thing.
And I think another thing that was so scary is that we want to do YouTube, and not everyone understands it. Like,
most people don't at all, actually.
Like, you tell them, oh, we're going to do YouTube, and they're like, okay, you're going to make videos, cool. We're like, no, it's more than that. So, like, it's really hard to explain. It would be a complete other video for us to sit here and explain what we want to do with YouTube. But basically, like, Julia and Sophia are on the other side of the world. And
that was a big part of
That's a huge part of this,
right here.
Because this is a way that we can connect with them. This is a way for them to see what's going on in our lives, and then they give us feedback on the videos and stuff. And so being like connected with someone on the complete other side of the world is something that is a major thing for us. And
I think it also, like, this keeps our mind off of the fact that we're not in school. It's fun, it makes us happy, and it keeps our mind off of things that like make us unhappy. Like through YouTube, like, I hate the fact that two of my best friends in the entire world live on the other side of this world, and like making these videos, I mean, we upload 4 a week now, but like it keeps your mind off of things. Like, I don't have time to just sit there and be like, I miss them, and like cry about it like I did before we were doing this. Like, I cried twice a week because I miss Julia and Sophia, and now it's just like, oh, what YouTube video are we gonna make? But like,
and like we can make YouTube videos for Julia and Sophia, like their birthday videos, and
those are so fun.
It's so fun to just do that for somebody, and we literally have this channel so we can make it what we want to do.
I think that's what it is too, is like we get to do whatever we want.
Like, if we wanted to sit here and talk about food the entire time, we can. And there's no one that can really stop us, and that is what's so appealing to us about it. But our first actual like video that we, after that sit down talk about conversation that we made, was our headbands video, and
we'll link it.
And that is like, that's the first video that like we actually were like, this is what we're going to do.
We're filming it. I remember filming it, and I was like, because beforehand I was kind of just like, I don't know, like, this is weird, I don't know about this. But as soon as we started filming it, I just instantly, it brought me so much joy. And
so that was like our official, like,
and that was uploaded on December 31st, 2013.
So we're coming up on our channelversary.
Yay! We just got into so much detail with this.
And that was a really deep video, and I'm sorry we got that deep on you guys, but now it's out there.
Now it's out there.
You can do what you want with it. If you guys are going through what we're going through, feel free to email us, DM us on Twitter. Like, we will talk to you guys. Like we know what some people are going through, and we know people are probably going through the same things we went through. So we are open to talking to you guys about it and like how we dealt with things.
I know a lot of the times, like, I never went through anything like in high school, like bullying, and all. I still really haven't gone through like bullying, which I'm so thankful for. But like anxiety and stuff, like, I didn't get it until I was older. and I mean, I know I'm only 20 now, but like I didn't go through anxiety and like depression and stuff until I was in college. And I think that dealing with it then was almost harder than in high school, because like people expect it out of high schoolers. Like, I don't know, I just feel like people expect that out of younger kids or teenagers, and I think that's what was so hard for me to admit and like realize what I was going through in college, was because everyone has the time of their life in college, and I was just sitting there hating myself and I didn't know why. And I think that's what was why we never had our discussions and like why we waited so long. But it's also like just made this so worth it. Like, I have never been happier than I am now. Like, my life is in a complete 180. This year has been freaking nuts. And it's only September.
And we have 252 subscribers. And, like, we know that's not very many now, but, like, in the short amount of time that we have had our channel, like, officially, that's a lot to us. And
our goal for this year was to get 100 subscribers. In January, we were sitting at my kitchen table discussing
like a game plan,
discussing this, like video ideas and like just everything. We started our Twitter account in January and just like all of it, and just we were like, what should be our goal of subscribers for the year? And we agreed on 100, and we were a little worried about not like making quota. And so when we hit that in June, like I know that like we tweeted so much about it, and we just go on and like we talk about our subscribers all the time now.
But we seriously, like, you guys make our day when you subscribe to us, when you tweet us, when you want to have conversation with us. Jasmine, like, it's so awesome that you like, and like you're making YouTube videos now. Like, that's so insane.
She's uploading one this week.
That's so insane.
And you all better watch it. We'll find
insane.
it. I'm sure we'll retweet it or whatever. This video has just taken such a weird turn that I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
But so yeah, so
thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Sorry we got so deep, but we really didn't plan that. We just kind of just rambled for like 20 minutes. Really sorry that this is probably a really long video.
But it needed to be out there.
And I feel a lot better now that like we've just put ourselves out there.
Now you know our
like I feel like all of our videos
story.
are always us just being like stupid little knackers, and you just saw a side of us that I don't think we've shown on the internet ever.
A deep side.
Okay, so
thank you guys so much for watching. We love you so much. And we will see you guys on Monday.
Bye.